Deliveroo collapses. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee because, well, the Aussie, at least I assumed it was Aussie alternative to Uber Eats, has collapsed. Deliveroo is no more. Now, years ago, I did a stint of Uber Eats, driving around delivering food to people. And, I mean, it was not as profitable as doing Uber. And not that Uber was that profitable, but it was easy cash flow, particularly when I had a quiet period. And it was easy work. You could just listen to a podcast and drive people around. It wasn't that hard, particularly on the Gold Coast, because it's pretty much just one road up and down. But I remember doing the Uber Eats, and I felt really bad, actually, taking like a bag of greasy crap from a fast food place to someone as they're waddling up to the door, boom, boom, boom. And I realized I was like a dealer. I was bringing them this sugar and seed oil loaded garbage to them and helping their addiction, which is what a lot of this crap food is, to be honest. I remember the stupidest one was someone ordered baked potatoes, like baked potatoes. Why would you get that delivered? Why wouldn't you just cook it yourself? But then it was a beachfront property, spoiled rich kids. So, there you go. But anyway, enough of my old man story time. Deliveroo is gone. They've entered voluntary administration. So, we have today made the sad announcement that we are leaving Australia. This has been a difficult decision to make. And I wonder if all of the new employment pushes and laws and requirements that the unions are arguing for with regards to gig economy, I wonder if that's what destroyed this business. I would not be shocked if that hasn't had an impact on this sector, or at least made it just not viable anymore. And that's taking opportunities away from people. Some people like doing this type of work. So, we've enjoyed serving you the amazing food that Australia is known for, working with thousands of brilliant restaurants and riders. Deliveroo, like all other companies, is now doing business in challenging economic conditions, which requires us to take difficult decisions. We've always aimed to deliver the best possible service for our customers whenever we operate, and if we cannot do that, we will be prepared to review our position. In Australia, we've concluded that achieving a sustainable position of leadership in the market is not possible without a disproportionate level of investment, which would have highly uncertain returns. On the basis of this decision, Deliveroo Australia has been placed into administration. The director of Deliveroo Australia has appointed Michael Corder, Andrew Knight, and Craig Shepparton of Corder Mentha as voluntary administrators. And you can find out more about the creditors by clicking here. You'll receive further communication from the administrators shortly. So they're closing up. They're gone. Let's have a look at how ABC is reporting this. So Deliveroo enters administration, leaving riders, restaurants, and customers in the lurch. I mean, it's going to suck for the people who are doing this for a job. I mean, there are going to be some people that it could be a supplementary income. It could be a side gig. Hopefully it's not their entire income, but for some it probably could be. That's what happens, guys. So, Deliveroo has entered administration, leaving 15,000 local riders and thousands of restaurants that use them in need of new work and a new service to move food. They'll just go to Uber Eats. You can do Uber Eats on a bike, can't you? We have today made the sad announcement that we're leaving Australia, the company wrote in an email to clients. This has been a difficult decision to make. We've enjoyed serving you the amazing food that Australia... Deliveroo, which had operated in Australia since 2015, blamed challenging economic conditions, which required us to take difficult decisions. Despite starting in the market ahead of Uber Eats, it fell substantially behind its rival. Competitors Menulog and DoorDash also overtook Deliveroo, pushing it into an unsustainable fourth place in an already crowded market. In Australia, we've concluded, they can't do that. 120 staff. Wow. 120 staff. Deliveroo got out of the German market in 2019. and already this year has quit the Netherlands and Spain. Yeah, probably because their business just isn't sustainable. The Australian arm of the company had more than 12,000 partner restaurants and employed approximately 120 staff, and recently expanded into grocery and liquor delivery. Firm called Mentha has been appointed as the voluntary administrator. Creditors have been told to visit the administrator's website for more information. But Administrator Mark Coda said Deliveroo was unable to achieve sufficient market share in Australia to develop a sustainable business. While the London Stock Exchange listed UK parent company decided to wind up Deliveroo Australia, administrators said they had no alternative but to cease operations immediately in the absence of financial support. A priority is to execute an orderly wind-up of the Australian operations to achieve the best outcome for all stakeholders. Yeah, so it's just gone. The first creditor meeting for Deliveroo Australia will be held on Monday, November 28th. The future of Deliveroo Australia will then be decided at the second meeting of creditors, which the administrators say is likely to be held in mid to late December. Food delivery companies are suffering due to competition and the threat of workers gaining more rights, making labour costs more expensive. Yeah, the industry is not going to be sustainable. Okay? One of the Labour Party's promises during its recent election win was to expand the security of work and boost workers' conditions. Yes, and it's going to destroy these opportunities. That's how it is. Okay? You can't have it both ways. It's not going to be viable. Either the food is going to then be insanely expensive, where no one will do it, or the businesses are just going to shut down and leave. So let's have a talk about this. So guys, there you go. Now, the sad thing is this is an easy way for some people to make additional income. And now that opportunity is gone. And I suspect a big part of it has been the Labour Party's changes. So if you're a Deliveroo rider and you voted for these changes, you've probably voted yourself out of a job. Okay? That's what you probably have. And if you're going, well, if a business can't afford to provide all these things, then it shouldn't run. Well, then you're just shutting down a business. It should be up to the individual to choose if they want to work. No one's forcing you to work for Deliveroo. If you're going, well, they can't get other jobs, well, it's their own stupid fault then. If all you're capable of is riding on a bike and delivering food around, and you can't get something better, that's your own fault. I bet you there are people who are doing it because that's what they want to do. They don't want the stress, the hassle, or the pain in the ass of other jobs. That's just life, guys. But there you go. Another choice, another opportunity taken away from people. That's how it is. I really don't think the market is going to be sustainable for this many of these food delivery businesses because honestly, it is the luxury upon luxury. Eating out is a luxury. And getting it delivered is an even more of a luxury. So you're too bloody lazy to cook, but you're even too lazy to get your ass in your car to drive and pick up the food. So, of course, if we're heading into tougher economic times, this is the stuff you have to cut, okay? You don't need to get your food delivered, okay? You don't need to buy out takeaway. Just cook it yourself, you lazy bastards. I mean, come on. Or am I just old and out of touch? Is it, tell me in the comments, guys. Seriously. I can understand if you've gone out and got a hangover, then getting food delivered the next day is completely understandable. But come on. Guys, thanks for watching. Check out my other channels, HeiseBoom and HeiseSays International, for other topics I discuss. If you want to support the channel, you can financially on YouTube or Patreon, using our referral links, buying our pocket squares, or calling us if you need an architect. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. And all this talk about delivered food has made me hungry. I'm going to go home and have a steak. Yeah, I'll do that. I won't get it delivered. Oh, boy. See you later, guys.